That's LL Cool J, a very grown LL Cool J, with a very shy and young Sean Carter.
They were going on tour that Jay-Z used to have transgender women on there. On the tour bus, he knows that. He knows that Jay-Z used to prefer transgender.
I met as a street prostitute 15, 16 years ago. The encounter with LL Cool J was a one-time encounter. I serviced LL.
I don't even know you, dog. I don't know you from a hole in the wall, like at all. I have no, like what could I possibly want?
Jay-Z and LL Cool J are going at each other again, and this time, things are getting seriously heated. Apparently, Jay is threatening to release footage that allegedly shows LL getting close with a trans woman. But LL is pushing back, saying Jay is only trying to distract from the issue because, back in the day, Jay allegedly used to bring trans women backstage with him. And somehow, the story gets even more intense. Now, some insiders are claiming that both Jay and LL have things from their past they would rather keep private. Jaguar Wright is even claiming that Jay and LL were not simply rivals and may have been more than friends at one point. Yeah, you know what that suggests. This entire feud is completely wild. So, here is how the whole thing reportedly unfolded. To start with some background, it all goes back to the early 90s, when Jay was still unsigned and working to make a name for himself. Young Jay regularly entered freestyle rap battles, and one of the artists he faced was LL Cool J. According to Dame Dash, Jay absolutely destroyed Jay. Apparently, the loss was so bad that LL never really moved past it. Dame also claims LL created a multiple disc album about Jay after losing that battle.
All I know is we battled LL and we burned him that day, pause, when we was younger. I had the tape, but Jay lost it. And since that day, L never got over that. You know, he made albums completely, and these albums were ill, just ripping, dissing Jay, but he never put them out. I'd be like, he's still, like, a lot of people got issues with Homeboy, and I bet you there's a lot of big artists that got records for this guy that they just didn't.
LL eventually responded to those claims in a recent interview, where he admitted that he ran out of rhymes because he had not prepared himself properly.
I said some rhymes. I said a couple of rhymes. Then I said a little bit of a song, Ain't No Stopping This, a little bit. Then Jay came up rap. I was out of rhymes, B. In no scenario was I like fully loaded and ready to rhyme.
At the same time, LL said Jay and Dame should stop bringing up that old story because they did not want to provoke him. Basically, LL suggested that he could reveal more about Jay, but for now, he was choosing to hold back.
Did I run out of rhymes? Was I finished rapping? Absolutely. Was it their peanut gallery? Absolutely. But do you really want to get into some of that kind of shit with LL? Like, you really want that?
Oh, so
like, no, but I'm saying, like, do dudes really want the problems, or is it just a nice story to have?
You just weren't as prepared as you
I
probably
wasn't
should have
prepared.
been.
I ran out of rhymes. They run up. This motherfucker, you know, he been rapping on the corner for 10 years. He got 1,000 rhymes. I ain't got none. I'm out of rhymes. He raps. Okay, congrats. You got that one.
Yeah.
You got that one. But, you know, if I was you, I'd just bank that one and just leave it.
Now, listen to the way LL responded when Charlemagne asked whether there was genuine beef between them.
That where the whole Jay-Z and LL Cool J got problems came from?
I don't know. I couldn't even tell you, bro.
Because there was another rumor that the song Lounging, your song Lounging was about Ho.
I mean...
because at the time he was known for the Lexus and you was... Why you looking at me like that? He was known for the Lexus and you...
He got stock in Lexus? I can't rap about a Lexus? This nigga got stock in Lexus? I don't even know you, dog. I don't know you from a hole in the wall, like at all. I have no, like what could I possibly want from him? Again, that goes back to that sensitivity, B. Dudes be sensitive, man.
From the way LL describes the situation, it is pretty clear he does not seem particularly friendly toward Jay. He sounded frustrated about the subject, and it appeared he was carefully choosing not to say everything that was on his mind. But this feud was never only about who was the better rapper. The tension became much bigger when Jay took over as president of Def Jam in 2004, the same label LL had helped establish from the beginning. A lot of people overlooked just how important LL was to Def Jam's early success. He was one of the label's first artists and its first major mainstream success, which played a huge role in helping the company get established. LL's debut single, I Need a Beat, was Def Jam's first official release with a catalog number, while his 1985 album Radio became Def Jam's first full-length album. But once Jay became president of Def Jam, the relationship changed. Remember when DMX claimed Jay tried to interfere with his album release after becoming president? He said it was because Jay was worried about competition. LL believed he received similar treatment.
Honestly, I love the competition. Like, the competition for me is beautiful. I'm about to smack some cats around here soon. They talking a little reckless out there. Stepped in and, got themselves in trouble. So it's going to be a lot of fun, man. So sometimes you got a Bernard Hopkins, a cat, for them to understand what they dealing with. There's a lot of paper champions running around fronting, and we're gonna get it straight now. I'm happy that this moment has come to this, because I'm about to dig. This is about to get real funny, right?
LL's 2006 album Todd Smith started off well, but then quickly vanished from the charts. LL claimed he received no promotion while Jay was in charge. He famously said at the time, "I think Jay-Z does a great job of promoting Jay-Z." Then, around 2007 to 2008, LL began taking shots at Jay on songs such as Queens. Eventually, things seemed to calm down, but Jay later took a shot at LL during an interview, essentially saying LL was no longer on Lil Wayne's level. LL responded by minimizing the sales of Jay's Magna Carta album, noting that Samsung had purchased 1 million copies in advance. Still, as more years passed, it appeared Jay and LL had decided to put their differences behind them. Jay even acknowledged LL during his Rock and Roll Hall of Fame speech and joked about their old feud.
Hello, I don't know where he is, a fellow inductee, LL Cool J. Tata, I would go to Tata and be like, yo, I'm the best, I'm telling you, I'm the greatest. Well, one of the greatest. I don't want no problems, LL, like, one of the greatest.
But that is the thing with Jay. When DMX passed away, Jay publicly said there had never been any bad blood between them. That was despite DMX directly accusing Jay of trying to interfere with his album. Jay has a reputation for making indirect moves and then avoiding direct responsibility for them. LL apparently felt something similar. That helps explain the way he spoke during that interview with Charlemagne. But this is where the story takes an even stranger turn. According to people described as insiders close to Jay, Jay was unhappy with what LL said during the interview. Apparently, Jay interpreted LL's comments as a subtle threat. He wanted LL to praise him and recognize him as the king, but LL was not willing to do that. You heard LL say that he did not want or need anything from Jay-Z. And according to the account, Jay did not appreciate hearing that. These insiders claim Jay considered taking a shot at LL during his recent appearance at Roots Picnic, where he criticized several people, including Kanye, Nicki, Drake, and even Jaguar Wright. One source claimed Jay also considered including a line aimed at LL Cool J, specifically referencing rumors that LL was secretly interested in trans women. However, he reportedly changed his mind at the last moment because he was concerned that someone could respond by bringing up similar rumors about him. So, where did these rumors even come from, and how did the subject of trans women become connected to this feud? In LL Cool J's case, the rumors reportedly trace back to an interview with former trans escort Tony Newman, who claimed that several famous rappers and Hollywood actors had used her services. According to Tony, LL was one of the rappers she said she serviced.
Met as a street prostitute 15, 16 years ago. The encounter with LL Cool J was a one-time encounter. I serviced LL Cool J. I knew it was LL Cool J, and he knew, in fact, I was transgender. It was like any other encounter I had. I got paid. I performed the service. Thank you. Never spoke again. We didn't text, email, call. We didn't exchange any numbers or contact information. I never saw...
The rumors surrounding LL are not new. He had reportedly been dealing with them since early in his career. People questioned his appearance, his movements, and even some of his rap lyrics. Lord Jamar also recently noted that LL had a trans model dancing beside him in the video for the remix of Craig Mack's Flavor in Your Ear.
We hear about all the shit with Puff. Now certain things to aging even worse. I don't even want to repeat some of the lines, but they're bad. Very gay lines. Then they're going to go ahead and have a transgender dude in the fucking Flavor in Your Ear video. And in the Flavor in Your Ear video, the Transformer is dancing behind LL. And then LL's lyrics, he says, he, she, blotitious, Stevie, delicious, give me couscous, love me good, damn, from Hollis to Hollywood, but is he good? Papa love it when he does it. It's all for you. Something about let your Timbs tap or some shit. I mean, all the while with a transgender dancing behind.
And what is especially notable is how widespread those rumors about LL reportedly became at one point. They became loud enough that he called the Greg Street Show and publicly denied being gay.
Yeah, man. I ain't hear that one. That's a tough one. Look, it's like this here, Greg. You know what I mean? And I say this with the most respect. Anybody out there want to smuggle baloney, by all means, smuggle all the baloney you want. But your man, Uncle, we ain't getting down, homie.
Is that crazy? Somebody said that to me. Somebody said that to me like 2 weeks ago.
Oh man, between that and the nose job, I don't know which one.
Now, what was so funny about that? The laugh was unnecessary and definitely seemed overdone. That does not mean the rumors were true, but LL appeared extremely nervous and defensive while discussing the subject. But if that seems strange, then there is also the separate set of allegations surrounding Jay-Z. According to claims made publicly, he supposedly has his own rumors involving trans women. There was a publicist named Jonathan Hay who worked with Rihanna when she was first signed to Jay-Z's label. Jonathan publicly alleged that Jay's actual preference was trans women. He also claimed that Dame Dash knew about it but was staying quiet because he did not want Jay to come after him again.
I've got mad respect for Dame Dash. I've never worked with Dame Dash, unfortunately. I've worked with Jay-Z directly. But as far as Dame Dash, I've never worked with him, and I think it's amazing for him to come out and say that. And he could come out and say a whole lot more because really he knows everything. Like Dame Dash knows when they were going on tour that Jay-Z used to have transgender women on there. On the tour bus, he knows that. He knows that Jay-Z used to prefer transgender women. So I don't know why. I wish Dame Dash would come out and, say everything, but maybe in his own way, he's trying to, protect the hip hop culture and knows how many people could be crushed if he came out and really spoke about Jay-Z's secrets. Being in New York, you see them everywhere. She, her, right? You see it everywhere. Whereas down in the South, like where I was from, I've never really experienced that at all. So I don't know if that's part of it, but it seems like they said.
Just as with LL Cool J, the rumors involving Jay are not new. People such as Wendy Williams had reportedly been hinting at them since the 90s. At one point, Jay-Z was rumored to have been involved in a relationship with male model-turned-football player Larry Johnson. Reports also claim the two lived together for a period of time. Many stories concerning Jay and Larry's close friendship have reportedly disappeared from the internet. However, one article from 2009 appeared on the 97.9 The Beat website, where an anonymous tipster claimed Jay and Larry were living together at Trump Tower, while Beyoncé was supposedly nowhere to be seen. The person, who claimed to work at Trump Tower, wrote, "I am writing you to ask a question. I work in the building where Jay-Z lives, Trump Tower, and though he and B are together, I've never seen her in his building. But what's strange to me is that I see Larry Johnson all the time. In fact, he lives with Jay-Z. The other night, they attended the Cavs and Nets games. When did they become so close? And why is Larry living with Jay? I have some video footage from my phone of them together in the building. Is Jay gay?" But perhaps the biggest piece of speculation surrounding Jay-Z's alleged private life came from his former friend Jaz-O, who allegedly claimed that Jay performed intimate acts involving male executives in order to advance within the industry. Jaz-O also alleged that Jay-Z was connected to some kind of secret gay society. It does make you wonder why we do not hear from Jaz-O anymore. The interview with Jaz-O was reportedly quickly pushed out of public attention. Still, that did not stop fans and bloggers from speculating about Jay's alleged preferences. On Lipstick Alley, one forum user posted about something Wendy Williams supposedly predicted in early 2008 when she announced plans to launch her own talk show. That particular Wendy clip was reportedly removed from everywhere. Someone on Lipstick Alley, however, transcribed what she allegedly said. Beyoncé will cheat on Jay-Z. Beyoncé is getting tired of Jay. Not enough to leave him because even she realizes the cash camel that Jay is, but enough to let a backup dancer or a hot upcoming one-hitter blow her back out. The first ever gay stape featuring two prominent hip-hop artists will surface. It's only a matter of time. A lot of artists almost got pulled out of the closet kicking and screaming in 2007. Do you not think one of these ecstasy-induced idiots is stupid enough to tape a "How You Doing" encounter? Wait and see. But just like Jazzo, Wendy has since largely disappeared from the public spotlight. What a coincidence. The claim Jazzo made about a secret gay society may sound extreme, but several prominent figures from the music industry have previously made similar claims before later becoming marginalized within the industry. One of them was Professor Griff, who claimed this was something.
Can I say to that?
Yeah. Sometimes you need to sit in the pocket.
And this gentleman, Tex Mars, wrote Codex Magica. All these signs and symbols and these handshakes and all this kind of stuff your man Jay-Z and the rest of these people are doing, they're decoded right in this particular book. They don't position themselves with these handshakes and these body movements and sitting a certain way. You see what I mean? They don't do this. They're speaking a language to someone right past your consciousness. They're speaking an entire language. Codex Magica by Tex Mars.
Y'all make sure y'all check this out. I mean, like, this glances, because, you know, he was showing me a lot of things. It's like, yeah, all the different poses and stuff people do.
Right, and handshakes and whatnot. We got to understand why these people sit the way they do and send signals the way.
Then there is Jaguar Wright, who refused to take either LL Cool J's or Jay-Z's side. She claimed that many of these alpha rappers who talk confidently about themselves are part of a secret club where they submit to their masters.
First woman to uncover the homo stuff.
Jaguar also brought attention to an old photograph of Jay and LL, suggesting that their conflict may have been more personal than either of them wanted people to believe.
Y'all a little history. As y'all can see in this picture, that's LL Cool J, a very grown LL Cool J, with a very shy and young Sean Carter. And it's just wild to me because, like, I guess everybody thought Wendy was joking and she started talking about, you know, homo thugs.
Do you really think that every player is gay or every other player? It just seems, are you a little gay obsessed, do you think?
I'm not gay obsessed, and every other would be an exaggeration, but I would say 2 out of 10.
Okay.
In sports, and 5 out of 10 in music.
Okay.
Yes, and I don't think that's gay obsessed. I think that's after being in this business for over 20-something years and seeing things from the inside out and the outside in. Listen, when I met my husband, you know, he thought, first of all, it's going to be a...
And I think it surprises a lot of people because a lot of these men in hip-hop, we see them as the picture of, like, urban masculinity.
Wow. Now I want to know what you think about all of this. Are you taking a side in the LL Cool J versus Jay-Z drama? And what is your view of the rumors claiming they both have an alleged preference for trans women? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.